Hello everyone, news, reviews, and more here. And today I'm going to be talking about why it's good to go to different events, whether it's a national, YCS, or regional. Now, nationals, YCSs, and regionals. Now they're all big tournaments. Most of the time, regionals are the lowest, and YCS and nationals. With nationals is once a year, YCS happens all the time. Regionals are whenever they're posted for your located area. But the reason I am talking about this right now is because going to those events is a great way to become a better player yourself and to learn like new strategies and new rulings and learn about new deck ideas and a whole bunch, and people could help you out there. And it's just a great place. If you're a competitive player, you can learn so much from going to those events. You can have you can have fun with trades, and you could have fun duels. You don't even have to enter the event when you go. I know some YouTubers go to the events and they don't even enter, but they actually just like to hang out and talk to their fans, if you do have fans, if you are a YouTuber, and or they can just they can enter the tournament and then have fun as well. Another thing about going to an event is that it's much more bigger than locals. Locals is like usually 4 rounds with the top cut to 8, or depending on how many people are there. At regionals, YCSs, there's usually, most of the time, over at least 100 people. Now, that gives you a lot more rounds to play, and it gives you a lot better experience to play against new decks. It can make you play against some rogue decks and top-tier decks that you're usually used to facing. But if you're playing, for example, I'm just going to throw a Tech Genesis out there because that's one of the decks I like to play. If I was playing Tech Genesis and I went to locals, and everyone at my locals played Dark World, I would say, oh, Tech Genesis is bad, because Tech Genesis' worst matchup is Dark World. But if you went to an actual regional YCS, you would play a variety of decks. You would play Rabbit, you would play a whole bunch of different decks. You would play Insectors, you can play Cloudy, and you can play against a whole bunch of different decks. I've played against other TGs, and that's like really cool to see other people's deck ideas and their builds. Now, if you're using a top tier deck and you're tired, if you're tired of playing, if everyone at your locals is top tier, for example, everyone at your locals played dragons, then that wouldn't be too fun. It's whoever draws Future Fusion first most of the time, correct? Or whoever gets the most monsters on the board and attacks for game first. That's how it usually goes with most duels, but if it's with dragons, it's kind of hard to get around that once you have your own dragon play, because they're already going to have their dragons in the grave, and when you attack in their Light Pulsar with your Light Pulsar and you have no targets in your grave, you're kind of like, yeah, I lost from there. So if you take a dragon deck and go to a regional, you can play cool decks like Ojama, you could play annoying burn decks, you can play annoying final countdown decks, and you can take your deck and perfect your side deck there. Not really perfecting your side deck for your locals, which is, at my locals, it would be, for example, if everyone at my locals was playing Dark World, I would be siding like triple shadow and triple macro. But with TGs, that's not really smart to side macro, but I would figure out something from there. But at a regionals, you do not know what to expect to side against. So if you're going to a regional, make sure you have a side deck for every single deck. It's a great way to practice with your side deck skills and see how you can improve your side deck and your deck making skills as well. Now, one more thing I want to talk about regional, YCS, and whatnot, is the people you get to meet there. The people you get to meet there, you'll always see again most of the time at a next regional, YCS, and whatnot, which is really cool. You can be like, oh, how do you do at the last regional? And you could talk about the future regionals and which ones they're going to. You can meet new people. It's a great experience. I definitely recommend going out and attending as many regionals, YCSs, and nationals as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk about all those events, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. News and reviews and more. Signing out.